All right, so here's what's made the weekly cut here at SMKW. Woo! That's a big one right there.
Yeah. Woo.
So,
Wow.
that one is a beast. So that is the HERETIC CLERIC right there. We picked up 2 of those at Blade Show 2023. That is the 2X CLERIC 2 to be exact. We got 2 of those. We got one that's double-edged and one that is a Tonto. Those are running about $6,000 a piece, $7,000 a piece, somewhere in there, between $6,000 and $7,000.
So we're starting to show out budget friendly today.
If you know you got about $6K burning a hole in your pocket, go ahead and grab you one of those OTFs.
This was very popular at Blade Show.
Yes, it was. Like we had the double edge out, and I believe that's the one that we're going to be getting online. But that thing is a work of art. That's
Sorry, I don't mean to push you off the set here.
That thing's beautiful, though. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. We're talking a blade length of 9 inches on the blade length, just the blade length. So yeah,
Did you see the video that?
I can't remember the guy's name, but the big
Bo, I think.
Yes, big dude. Was able to do it with one hand. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah,
and easy.
not me.
Woo. And it comes with comes in this nice Pelican case right here, like custom carved out, and those little dots, those are all little bottles of HERETIC OTF lube, because you're going to need that much lube to get that much of something going right there. So, yep, that's all I'm going to say about that. And
that's the last time I'm going to touch it.
There we go. So, we've got some more practical knives here that are new to SMKW for this week. And we're going to go through them here. Which one do you want to start off with, Isaac?
Ooh, well, because we just checked them out.
First of all, I got to get this out of the way.
Yes.
Ooh, TC the CC right here, baby. And unless you're Jason from one of our competitors, you're not going to understand that. So, all right. So, what do you want to do first?
Well, what I was getting at is, because they are brand new to us, they are not the most well known, but I can see them becoming very big, very fast. And that is something obscene. We just got done researching them, so I want to talk about them while it's fresh.
While it's fresh on your mind. And you've been fondling these quite aptly.
Yes.
And these things are absolutely gorgeous. So we did some pocket checks around the store today and some edge testing. Jeremy, that went with us to Blade Show from the showroom floor, he bought one of these, and these things are gorgeous. So this is the J-Cape flipper version right there. This is the larger. This is with the brass or bronze handles. And these are actually inlays that can be changed out for different inlays. And I love the pocket clip. Pocket clip is gorgeous right there. And these are going to be hitting our website very, very soon. We actually just got these in. But there's a few different models, right? So we've got this one here, which, I mean, the action is just phenomenal. I wonder if I can reverse flick. I don't think I can.
I couldn't get my finger to stick to it.
Yeah, I can't. It's too slippery. But we do have a thumb stud version, and this is the mini J-Cape. Same blade shape right there, so very iconic as far as their blade shape. And
just flies out there.
I love that blade shape as well. 20 CV on the blade steel, which you and I both know that I love. And I know the mini is coming in at $350. That one's already up on our website as of right now. Like I said, these just came in. We got a couple of other versions here. This one, so there's slight differences between all of them, and you want to make sure that you get the one that you want. So if you notice, this one has the ambi thumb studs and the flipper. This one just has the flipper. So if that's more your speed, there you go. But if you want like all options, well, you've got this one right here. And again, you can customize it to suit whatever your preference is. Yeah. Really, really cool knives. And you've got one there that's got a really interesting.
Yeah, this one was kind of funky to begin with, but I figured out you can spotty flick it pretty pretty easy. The thumb stud is it's a little different. I still struggle with it. You got to get it just right.
Yeah, and it's really easy to pinch the frame lock on these.
Yes.
On that one specifically.
I still wanted to show it, but just because of like if this is a spotty flake knife.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
And there's a lot of pleasure in the way that it's built on this one. So
that is so awesome.
If you're a thumb stud guy, you might not like it for just your thumb. You might not fall in love with this one, but if you are a spotty flick person, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm usually really good about where my fingers are. There we go.
Yeah.
You just have to be conscientious, and once you get used to it, you'll pick up on that. So, I really dig those. I think those are.
It's
really
a brand
nice.
that, personal opinion, I think they fall in line with McNeese.
Yep.
You said Chavez.
Yeah. Chavez, like they've got a lot of the same kind of design cues. They're very chunky, very overbuilt, very sturdy, and very customizable as well. So.
And that honestly, it was confusing for us because we literally just got them in today, and it was confusing for us to figure out what was the difference in each model until we're like, oh, well, this one's the exact same, but it has a thumb stud, and
you
the other
have
one
to look
doesn't.
Really closely, yeah.
Yeah. So there is, they make a flavor for everybody in their knives. So.
Yep. Absolutely. And another brand that we want to talk about now. This is not a new knife by any means, but we want to talk about. And now I've got this tag here. But we want to talk about Hinderer and some knives that we've gotten restocked on. So we've definitely got some of their fixed blades. And this is one of their folders that we just got restocked on. And that is the Eclipse model. And that is a very, very drastic Wharncliffe blade right there that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at how beautiful that thing is. And of course, this is like UT orange, so I would think you would be all over that.
It is nice. It's a little more traffic cone orange, but it's you're definitely not going to lose it.
Great action on that thing. Again, CPM 20 CV. This is like the 20 CV show today, and I really dig that one. Of course, that one's coming in right about $416.50. So. Yeah, really, really digging that. And we're going to be getting a lot more Hinderer coming up very soon. We've got a bunch of their buoys in stock right now and several of their folders. And there's going to be more on the way as well. So if you're in the market and looking for a Hinderer, we've got a bunch of those coming in. So
they're on my. I don't have one yet on my bucket list. There's a lot of knives on my bucket list. That's definitely one I'd say in my top 5.
Yeah,
that I don't have.
Absolutely.
Well, let's do something a little bit more budget friendly. Let's talk about this little guy that you picked out.
Yeah, that one's pretty sweet right there. Now this one's a little more budget friendly, but still not sub 100 just yet. But that is going to be the BOKER Plus HARLOCK automatic knife coming in at $120.95, and this one features a 2.05 inch 154 cm blade. I really like the fact that it's all black with the bronze hardware. I think it's very striking and looks really cool.
Too.
Yeah. It's got, I mean, it looks
honest
classy.
Opinion, if I took off that BOKER logo right there, would you have ever thought that's a BOKER?
No, I wouldn't. I would not.
Almost got to get a little bit closer to the camera.
Because he's so tiny.
Yeah.
He's a little guy. And, I mean, the fact that they were able to work in that pocket clip with how tiny that knife is, I think it's fantastic. I really dig this thing.
It's got a little lock on it. See if you can show that lock and it be seen.
The lock does sit really proud, and that's a good thing because it has to, so that it can actually lock that blade up right there. And then you can just move it back out of the way and pop that blade out. And it's got just the right amount of pop right there. It actually fits into the hand a lot better than I expected it to. And got a really generous lanyard loop or lanyard slot right there.
You know what I love these size knives for? Which I use it for a few different things now, like vape and...
Fifth pocket?
Yeah, your little watch pocket thing.
Yep.
Like that right there. Can be seen right there. It just, I mean, those little fifth pockets.
Yeah.
They work perfectly, and they just
Absolutely.
fit down in there, and you don't have to. I'll tell you the biggest thing I've had. This is what I've switched to a little bit smaller knives that I carry now because, and I can do better, but I just don't always think about it. But I'm scratching the heck out of my phones with like thumb studs.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So
absolutely.
Sometimes it's good to put that in your fifth pocket, watch pocket, whatever generation you came from. You're gonna call it something different. I know. You'll tell me below. Anyways, so what do you want to talk about now? How much did that one come in at?
That one's $120.95.
$120.
And let's keep it on the BOKER train here. So we've got the BOKER Plus HERMOD 2.0 fixed blade right here. And I love this thing. So first of all, we're talking Kydex sheath. It also comes with the clip right here. So the clip can be mounted multiple ways on this knife, right or left-handed carry, scout, straight up and down. A lot of different carry methods on this thing. And that's one thing that I really like about it is its versatility. But then let's pop it out of the sheath because that's what we all want to see. And we've got a generous blade on this one. And what's really nice about this is something that they've done with this fixed blade that not a lot of fixed blades are doing right now. And they made it so that if you're needing to cut something down on an edge, it's keeping your fingers out of the way. You can actually get that edge down onto a flat surface. And we're talking D2 on this, got a nice fuller all the way the length of the blade right there. So maybe we call that a blood groove. We've got dual jimping. So if you look at this right here, we've got the bigger jumps and then the little jumps. That's what it is. Like we've got little jimping and we've got bigger jimping right there. So
what did your bully call you in school?
Little jump. That's terrible. So we've also got jimping right back here on the back end right there as another index point if you're holding it like this. But not super stabby because you've got that belly on there, but this is going to make a really nice skinner as well. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, it's got I really like the little stubby nose on the front of it.
Yeah, I do. It looks like a beast. It looks like just like a rhino. Just.
I'm going to tell you, I could see this as a really good survival knife because I see, if this is your only tool, I see a shovel.
You can use that. That would make a great foraging knife.
I see protection. I see a lot of potential with this thing that usually you got to have multiple tools to complete that with. So I think you're getting a good all-in-one with this one, and it feels good. The weight
G10 on the handles, full tang fixed blade right there, Kydex sheath with the adapter, and this is a design by Dirk Hofmeister. Now, how much do you think that knife is? I don't know if you've looked at the box or not, but you did, didn't you?
I see it right there. I would put it at a lot of comparable things with the blade steel would probably put it at about 100 to 120.
And this one's coming in at $86.95. So a very good, affordable option right there, I think.
Yeah.
So I really dig that one. All right. So in keeping with that theme, let's keep on going with the fixed blades. Another one, and we're not going to spend too much time talking about this one, just kind of show it off. But we got some new knives from ALARIS, their FOBOS line of knives, or FOBOS.
FOBOS.
Something like that. Yeah. So.
FOBOS without the extra F part.
So we're talking CPM 3V, full tang fixed blade, really, really thick blade stock right there. So, I mean, just super thick, super beefy, absolute beast of a knife. We've got the bow drill divot right there. I don't know for sure if that's what they intended that for, but that's kind of the
what
role
it looks like.
That's the role that it kind of takes on, especially with it being 3V. Really nice Kydex sheath right there that is easily modified and easily carried in multiple different ways. And this one's coming in right around 350 to 375. So, and we've got a huge line of ALARIS knives coming out. It's got the drain hole right there in the end. and I really dig that thing. It's super comfy, and I really like this one in particular with the ivory G10 grips and the blacked out blade. I think that is super sexy.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
I like it. It's very Topps-ish.
Yeah.
I get Topps vibes from it, so you're definitely getting your money's worth. That hunk of steel right there. Feels
Yeah.
good in hand.
And we know CPM 3.
You see that right there?
Good balance. Yeah.
That's one finger balance right there. So yeah, it's a good knife.
that means you're going to have a lot of control over something that big. I think that's really nice. So, in keeping with that theme, we'll just keep rolling with the fixed blades here. You've got one, I've got one. Tor, Valor over there. What are you doing? That is not the right one.
Forgive me, but look at the boxes.
Yes, absolutely.
Hold on, I ain't gonna look like an idiot. This is the box difference, guys. Come on, give me a chance, okay? They're exactly the same. There we go.
There we go. So, keeping along with the fixed blade theme right here, we're gonna go on with the Tor Valor. And everyone knows that we love the guys from Tor. They make phenomenal products. They've got a great production facility. This one is the Woodland. That one is the, what did they call it? The Mojave. That's right, the Mojave. And these are absolutely gorgeous right there. I'm gonna put mine on the bottom. If you'll, you can get in on top. There we go. And we're talking CPM 3V on the blade steel. Overall length 10.875 inches. Thickness 0.1875. Weighing in at 9.3 ounces right there. And of course we got black G10 on both handles. We got the Mojave finish on this one. We've got the Woodland finish on that one right there. And these things are just absolute beast. And we've done a lot of testing with Tor knives. We know what kind of product they make. Coming in with the Kydex sheath on these. And the thing that's different about these Kydex sheaths is, did you look in there? Did you see that? So these Kydex sheaths are actually lined so that they won't mar up the blades. And you don't have to worry about them dulling or marring up the finish on the blades. Especially with these being CPM 3V, they're not stainless, so you don't want to mess up that that finish on the blade any more than you have to using the knife, because you want it to stay corrosion resistant, and that's what that finish is for on there. So really dig that. Yeah, absolutely. And got a nice glass breaker on the end right there.
Mm-hmm.
Sharpens it up a little bit. So really, really dig that. So these are really cool, and I mean, these are, I would say, on the classier end of the knives that we're going to show you today. These are the more gentleman's carry, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And we've got a few different versions of this one. I picked the prettier versions. So we've got each one.
So what he's saying is all the other ones are ugly.
Each one comes in a black blade and a satin finish blade. These two in particular have the bronze handles. Again, PVD coating on that one, satin finish on this one right here. And both are coming in at $385. We've got the other finish also in $385 as well. Titanium on the handles. It is a frame lock, satin M390 or PVD coated M390. 3 inches on the blade length right there. And just a phenomenal action. Just gorgeous and classy knives. Ergonomically, I think they feel great, and I think they're the perfect size. I absolutely love these. And these are designed by custom knife maker Matthew Wehrwein. And that's where the Wear and Wear knives comes from. So, what do you think of these?
I like it. It's nice.
It's fancy. It's fancy schmancy. And they feel really good in the hand. They've got good action. Nice Hamby thumb studs, titanium hardware and everything. Just
these all run around the same price?
$385 for all of them.
Not bad.
Got the bronze anodized titanium on these, and then the regular satin finished titanium on the other ones as well. So
Yeah, I dig it. I like the satin blade one.
Yeah, I like the grind lines. They did a really good job on that. And those are manufactured in collaboration with Best Tech.
Okay, so you got some shiny ones over there behind your pad.
I do. Now, these went really quickly the first time we got some in from this company. So these are made in the USA with domestic and imported materials. The company actually bought, from what I understand, and don't quote me on this, but from what I understand, they bought the Shatton Morgan tooling and started making knives. And these are the Hunters. We've got the Blue Bone Hunter, and we've got what they're calling the Pink Bone Hunter. It actually looks a little more red.
It's red. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
it's red.
Yeah. Cool long pulls on those. 440 stainless steel on these, and again, made in the USA. 5 inches, 3.75 inches on the blade length, 5 inches on the handle length, 3.2 ounces. And the Blue Bone is a part numbered series. So right here you'll see this one's number 860. The Pink Bone is not numbered. Also, another difference that you'll notice is this one's double bolstered, that one's single bolstered, and this one's contoured around the bolsters, whereas this one is not as contoured, and it's going to be straight right there. So both are coming in at $119.99, and I feel like these are really cool. At least I think they are. I dig
a lot of knife. I mean, it's big.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to cut what is on the shield with these. You can cut whatever you want to. And we've got
you got some.
Just one more.
One more.
Really, one more new, and then just something else. But this one is the case. That is going to be the Kelly Green Curly Oak Smooth Mini Trapper right there. So we got a whole line of these with all the patterns. I really liked the way this mini trapper looked. I thought it looked really neat. That is considered the Kelly Green Curly Oak Smooth handle material right there. So we're talking brass pins and liners, nickel silver on the bolsters, and this is a special brass case shield. So this is going to be a pretty special edition right here, and this is not going to be in their normal line of things. Like once these are, oh, did you see that? You know what that is? That's a half stop right there. So that means this is a kind of special knife, and actually a good edge on that. So nice clip point blade for the main blade right there. Nice spay blade for the secondary blade. Also a half stop on that one as well. So a beautiful little mini trapper right there with gorgeous, gorgeous work. And hopefully I'm not shooting myself in the foot, but we're looking at, I'm talking good blade centering right there. So, you know, this is looking like good stuff here. This one's coming in at $69.99. So we're talking some different knives here from Case that you might want to get your hands on if you're a collector. That's going to be something that you definitely want to take a look at. What do you think about that one? I think that's
it's a beautiful knife. Something about
and
just seeing that wood grain in there.
And see, I'm not a wood person when it comes to traditional knives. I don't really like wood, but that is absolutely gorgeous. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
And we've got, like I said, a full line of those. We've got a trapper, normal trapper size. We've got the folding hunter. We've got, I believe, a rust lock. So several different versions of that. Again, that's the Case Kelly Green Curly Oak Smooth. And we want to let everybody know, too, before we finish out this video, first, if you get a chance to come in our store, you never know. Like today, we were filming down on the showroom, and we filmed a lot of our customers down there today, doing some pocket checks, doing some edge testing with some customers' knives, as well as our employees' knives. And if you get a chance to come into our store, you get a chance to look at and see some stuff that you don't get to see online usually. And it's going to be stuff like this right here. So this is from an old collection right here, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is actually from Tony Watkins' old collection, his dad. And this is a Shatton Morgan right here. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous knife right here. Beautiful harvester style blade right there. I dig that handle. That one's coming in at $224.99, and this is going to be, you know, one of a kind because they don't Shatton Morgan's not in business anymore. We've also got stuff like this one right here. This is a case Coca-Cola knife right there, and this is going to be the Coke bottle pattern. So the swell center from before it went in the vault. So this was a very popular pattern back then, and super stiff on those springs.
This was last year's vault pattern, I believe.
Yes, but this one was actually made before it was a vault pattern. So this one, I don't know that tank stamp right off the top of my head, but I'm thinking late 90s, early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a numbered one right here. 9 dot on the tank stamp, Chattanooga Coca-Cola right there. And phenomenal action on that one right there. So that one's coming in at $145. Those are just some of the things that you get to see if you come in our store and see our old collections that we buy as well. So if you get a chance, definitely do that. Also, if you see one of these knives and you're thinking, man, I would love to have that, but I don't have the money right now, you're not out of luck. All you got to do is use the Sezzle option. It's going to give you a 4-payment option without any interest. All it takes is just a little bit of information to make sure you qualify, and then you are signed up for 4 easy payments, and you don't have to worry about paying interest. You don't have to worry about putting it on a credit card that you've already maxed out or something like that. It makes things a lot easier if you see something that you really, really want, but maybe don't want to put yourself in a bind financially. So it's a great option out there.
It is. And lastly, just a reminder, you've seen them on the show before, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. These come out very, very soon. The shootouts, these are limited run colors.
Yep.
So this is the only place.
I think that one is going to be a...
it's going to stay.
That's going to stay. This one
stay.
Is not going to stay. This one's not going to be around for very long. In fact, I think the last order we can place is going to be August 31st maybe, or July 31st is going to be the last order that we can place on these. So get them while you can.
And lastly, what are you carrying?
What am I carrying?
Yep.
Actually, today I've got 2 knives. I've got my X-Wing prototype right there, and I've got my dad's Wee Banter. One of the last knives that I gave him, the last knife that he was actually carrying, and that one's kind of special to me because he actually he took my advice and actually used this knife, used the crap out of it, because I got tired of him actually having like really nice collector's case knives in his pocket and beating the crap out of those. So I gave him this one. This was the last knife that he carried right there. So that one's special.
And I am a Protect Day today, so.
Oh, that was pretty slick right there.
Yeah, so I got my TR3, TR5. Both of them are SHOT Show, Blade Show limited editions. Got them because usually I'll buy the things that I can't get here for some reason. So, that's the road I've been on here lately. So. That's it, guys. Please do us a favor, like, share, subscribe, tell everybody about it. We have a huge 50,000 subscriber giveaway coming up, where we're going to do a ton of giveaways. There'll be a video coming out on that. And man, it's been fun watching this channel grow over the past almost 3 years.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. It's been awesome. Let's keep that snowball rolling.
Yeah. So thank you, guys. And anything?
Nope. As always, folks, it's been me, TC, here with Smoky Mountain Knife Works, along with Isaac. And remember, if it cuts, we carry it, damn it.